Hi, everybody. This is Joanne Eisen, and I am coming live to you today because we're all going through some very interesting times in our life. And we're going to talk for a few minutes and explain what we're doing today. But my name is Joanne Eisen. You are now seeing again Susan Bershin, who is going to be with us to lead us through a yoga class. I know that I talked about it a little bit the other day that we were going to be doing this, but we're going to try and do as much as we can to encourage everybody during this time that, we're all going through and we're kind of being stuck indoors. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about before I give it over to Susan is to remember that we're all going to get through this, and to do the things that are going to be really healthy for you. Don't get discouraged or depressed or stay inside and be depressed and not keep yourself active and keep your mind thinking and keep your body healthy. These are the things that are going to help you to get through this process. But one of the things that Susan and I were really very strongly sure of is that keeping your body moving, keeping your energy flowing, that's a really big part of getting through this whole process. But the first thing I wanted to do is last week when I did a reading, I used these amazing Kindness Crusader cards that are very encouraging. There are a bunch of cards of a bunch of different authors in the Kindness Crusader book, and we all wrote cards that were inspiring and encouraging. So I decided to pull a card today, and the card that I pulled is Kindness Can Change the World from Marie Joy Monroe. And here is the card. So I thought that was very important for what we're going through right now. And it really is about being kind to yourself as well as being kind to the people around you. And a lot of us really need that right now because a lot of people aren't able to get out for many different reasons. So make sure that you're paying attention to your neighbors and your friends and the people around you who may not be able to get out or be able to go to the store or maybe a higher risk to do these things. So find ways to, help each other and to encourage each other. And that's one of the things that Susan and I are here to do and we're going to be doing more of this kind of thing. Where we're helping each other, we're encouraging each other, giving each other different maybe ways of thinking or however we can help you. So please put in the chat or the comments different ways that we can help you or if you need anything. Hi Sharon. Sharon, I have not forgotten you. I am going to do a reading for you. Actually, I'm going to do a reading YouTube tomorrow at some point. So I'll be posting that in this feed because I haven't forgotten you. I just wanted you to know that you've been on my mind that I hadn't forgotten you. Anyway, one of the things that I want to do is I have this deck of cards and I want to gift this with another gift to I'm going to do a drawing on it. So if you're interested in receiving a free deck of cards and another free special gift, just email me and I'll put it in the chat. Email me at Joanne@Reach the Unlimited and I will do a drawing live and whoever gets it, we'll see what the other special gift is, but it's my gift to you and hopefully to encourage you because these cards are beautiful. They're encouraging. All of us had our wisdom, our own special ways of showing kindness. So I would really love to do that. So if you're interested in receiving a deck of cards, then please email me that you're interested. Just say, yes, I'm in, and I will put your name into the drawing and I will send a deck of cards and another free gift to you. So I have been going on and on as my beautiful, amazing friend and guest today. Susan is here. And she is going to share with us today yoga. And she's a very talented yoga teacher. She's been doing it for many years. She's such a big-hearted giver, and she's very happy to be here to share with you. So, Susan, would you like to talk a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what you're going to be doing with us today? Okay. Oh, let me interrupt one thing before. When Susan starts, I'm going to put myself on blockout so you can pay attention to what she's doing. So I won't do it now, but later I'll do that. And don't be worried about it, but I'll still be here. But I want the focus to be on Susan today. Go ahead.
So I'm Susan Brochen. I live in Northern Oregon, and I am so thrilled to be here and thrilled with what people are doing on a grassroots level all over the world to help each other. I mean, I think even if you don't do anything else, if you just keep scrolling through Facebook and finding some of the amazing offerings, you could be inspired and uplifted through this time. Been teaching yoga I taught for about 19 years. I taught adults, kids, I taught people who were seniors, and I had one class that was up on top of the mountain outside of San Francisco in Woodside for 11 years, and I just love teaching anything. So I want to tell you about my intention for today. And one of the main things about this time for all of us is that there's something that we all can do to find our deepest center, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a seated silent meditation. It could be going out for a walk around your yard, talking to the trees. It could be listening to inspiring music or reading poetry or whatever it is that makes you go into your own deep healing zone. So the practice of yoga was not always just for physical exercise, and in many places in the world it isn't. One of the things that I was trained in was to use the practice of yoga as a introduction to calm the mind and body so that one can meditate and go deeper. Now, if that's not where you are in your life at this moment, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're here now, and a continuous practice of something will make you calmer during this time, will give you the perspective of what's really happening. So that said, I'm going to start the practice now. And I'm going to start with a quote by Amit Ray. The true miracle lies in our eagerness to allow, appreciate, and honor the uniqueness and freedom of each sentient being to sing the song of their heart. So with that, we'll use that as a beginning point to our practice today. We're going to do a number of things. We'll start with a little bit of breathing and just to allow us to open our lungs and open our respiratory system and get calm. And then we will do several different practices, some seated, some standing, some stretching, and end it with a shavasana, a guided relaxation. So let's begin. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on the floor. I'm sitting on a raised blanket. Ground in your sitting bones beneath you. Allow the crown of the head to reach toward the sky. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to start with a deep inhale and exhale through the nose. So let's just begin with one breath, just inhaling and exhaling through the nose, whatever way that you always do it. And just start to breathe and feel the breath rising up from the belly, all the way up to the center of the heart, and then the chest. Then exhale completely through the nose. So in yoga, one of the things that we do is as we inhale, the belly expands, allowing the ribs to open. And then on the exhale, we draw navel to spine. So what we're going to do is begin by placing one of your hands directly on your navel and the other one right above the heart. So we'll inhale through the nose, letting the belly soften and expand. And if you're able to hold the breath at the top, do so. If not, just start to exhale completely. So everybody exhale if you haven't already through the nose, drawing navel to spine. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, expand the belly. Feel spacious at the diaphragm. When you feel that you can't inhale anymore, just hold the breath for a second or two. Then exhale, release the breath completely and let go. For the sake of balance, let's switch the hands. Opposite hand on the belly and the one you didn't use on the chest above the heart. Inhale. Let's try to hold it for a couple of seconds. Exhale, navel to spine. Let's add some arm movements. So release the hands to your side. Let's inhale, lift. Arms above your head. Exhale, hands into namaste at your heart center. Let's do two more just like that. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, hands to heart. And last one like this. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. And exhale, hands to heart. So we'll move, continuing to be aware of the breath, into something called the circle of joy, which is a heart chakra, heart center opener. So you're going to take your hands in prayer position. You're going to inhale, bring the hands to heart. Interlace fingers, press palms forward, exhale. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. And then exhale, you'll bring your hands behind you, interlace, clasp, and lift them if you can. And then take 2 breaths here to really engage that heart center and open it. Inhale. And then on the exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Let's do this practice. Circle of joy 2 more times. Inhale. Interlace, press palms forward, exhale. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Then exhale, bring the hands behind you, lift the arms. Take an in-breath and an out-breath, visualizing an open heart. Then on your last breath, inhale again. And just rest for a moment, focusing the attention at your heart center, place of love and compassion. Let's go to the last one of circle of joy. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, press palms forward. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, release, arms interlace behind. Lift the arms. Take an in-breath. And an out-breath. Continuing to integrate breath with movement, we're going to do what's known as a seated cat-cow. I'm going to lift up a little bit so you can see me better. Let me see if I can adjust this. Yeah, good. So you're going to be seated, and cat-cow is something we do usually on hands and knees, but seated it looks like this. The hands are on the thighs. You're going to take an inhale, round the back. Exhale, arch the back, lift the chest. Inhale, round the back, shoulders rounding. Exhale, open and lift. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, rounding, draw the navel to spine. Exhale, arch, last one. And inhale, rounding, and then lift. Okay, so let's do some shoulder rotations. So we're going to take the hands by your side, just lift the shoulders up to the ears with a deep breath in, and open and round and release. Trying to bring the shoulders as far away from the ears as possible. Just stretch that trapezius, which gets really tight in some people. Inhale, lift it up. And rounding back. Last one this direction. Lift up. And round. Let's reverse the direction. Lift up. Bring the shoulders forward. Inhale, lift it up. And the last one this way. Okay, just take a moment. Center yourself with breath. Moving into that stillness. On your next breath, this is my right ear. Doesn't matter if you mirror me or you do your right side. So bring the right ear to the right shoulder, keeping the chin lifted. And you can stay here, or you can take that right arm and bring it all the way across to the left ear. And very gently nudge it to the side. You don't want to tug too hard on your neck. Be gentle and kind. Breathing in. And if you like, you could take that left arm and bring it back behind for additional stretching in that area. Take a deep breath in. And release both arms to your side. Take a little rest in between sides. Let's go to the opposite side, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder, lifting the chin slightly. And I like to bring the left arm over to the right ear, barely touching, lifting chin, and the other arm behind you, breathing in. And exhale. Come back to center. So we are going to go into some asana practices. Asana is yoga poses, and they will be mostly at the beginner, advanced beginner level. If this is your first class, just pay really close attention to your body. Since I'm not in the room with you, and I can't see you, and I can't adjust you, you are going to be the guardian of your own container of your body. So that if you have anything that is uncomfortable, very uncomfortable especially, just move out of it and stop what you're doing. Just listen and watch, and then rejoin. Okay, so pay attention. So what we're going to do now is let's go into all fours, and we're going to start preparing ourselves for standing poses. So if you haven't been to many yoga classes before, they usually start with a warm-up, and then we go to standing poses, and then back down to the floor, and then end with a relaxation. So we'll follow that format today. So you're on your hands and knees, and I'll be this way. And this is the cat-cow on all fours. You're going to take an inhale. On the inhale, you're going to lift the belly round the back. Exhale, arching the back. Then inhale, rounding the back. Exhale, arching the back, look up. And one more, rounding the back. And arching the back. Then we're going to move our tail side to side. Warm up even more by just going in a circle. So we're just going to go, hips go down to the heels, then you're going to go round and round, back and forth, side to side, just so you kind of get the blood moving, get the muscles warmed up. Continuing to breathe deeply. And we're going to get ready to go into a downward facing dog, very gentle. If you've never done it before, I'll give you the full instruction. If you've done it before, just go right ahead into whatever practice it is that you have. So you're on all fours here, right here. The heel of the hand right here presses into the mat, and then lift your fingers up to just feel that heel, because you'll be using it to help lift the hips and get into the inverted V shape of downward dog. The toes are tucked, heels are lifted, and you're going to come up very slowly, drawing the ribs toward the thighs, letting the head drop down. And then you're going to start moving your feet back a little bit and placing the heels down onto the floor if you can. If you can't, you could place a blanket underneath your heels. Then you're going to bend your knees a lot and straighten out the legs as the tailbone lifts to the sky, and you press yourself back and shake your head yes and no. We won't be here very long, so just get the feel of it. Let's walk the dog. So here, we're going to bend one knee, the other heel goes down. Let's see if you can see it a little better here. So look at the feet. So we're kind of alternating feet so that you get yourself warmed up here. And then from here, you're going to take a walk to the front of the mat. And you're going to lift your arms above your head, like so, and release. So this is Tadasana, mountain pose. The feet are separated, about hip width apart. The hands are at your heart. Your eyes are closed. We're just going to take a few deep breaths as we look inside, as we feel our center. Big breath in. Exhale completely. From here, we're going to do another breath practice called the full yogic breath. And we all have an energy field around us. So this is to get us familiar with that and to get sensitive to our own energy. So the fingertips join together. On the inhale, you're going to lift the arms above the head, bring them out. Then on the exhale, you're going to lightly touch the fingertips and let the fingers and the hands just sweep along the front of the body as you come into a forward bend. You don't need to go all the way forward. You can just touch your hands beneath your knees. Or if you'd like to go all the way forward, just allow the head to release and come down toward the floor. Closing the eyes again, you're going to lift it up. And imagine that you're cleaning off the energy outside the body. Then exhale. Sweep your hands down the front of the body and let go. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, this time hands go to your heart. So we're going to do one balance pose today called the tree pose. See if I can get this down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so the tree pose, you can't see my feet, but they're there. So you're standing in Tadasana. Your feet are together. Feel free to do this off the mat as well if balance is difficult on the mats. So we're going to take the right leg first. I'm lifting up the foot, and I'm bringing the foot into the inner thigh. Okay? Now you could also do this beneath the knee. The knee comes out to the side. The hands come to the heart. The gaze is forward. Find a place to focus your eyes. And then we're going to lift the arms above the head and just stay in the pose. Recenter if you tend to feel wobbly. And there are affirmations that go with some of the poses. And here's the one for tree. I am calm, I am poised. Breathing in. I am calm, I am poised. One more breath. Breathe in. Exhale, I am calm, I am poised. Then release out of the pose and come back into Tadasana. And the other side I'm going to demonstrate, if those of you that didn't see, for people that have a little bit more balance, you could place the foot at the inner thigh right here, okay? Try to do what works for you. So here, hands at heart. Normally we wouldn't do it two different ways. Breathe in, lift the arms above the head, focused gaze. I am calm, I am poised. I am calm, I am poised. Release, let go. Okay then, so we're going to move now to some standing poses that are frequently done in yoga classes. Some of you might know them, some of you might not. So we'll start with a warrior one pose, okay? So you're gonna take your left leg and bring it forward toward the front of the mat. The right leg is straight, so you're lifting your quadricep muscle so it's strong and the heel is down as much as you can. And then here, you bring your hands to your hips, and my hips go off slightly to the right. And so what you can do if you have that as well, you can bring your right leg back out to the side so you have more space for the hips. So you're bending your front knee and rotating the hips so the hip bones are forward. And then you lift your arms above your head. And bending the front knee, not so much that you can't see your big toe, so just keep it behind. Here we go, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And we're gonna do something different. We're gonna bring the arms out to the side and take a warrior one twist. So we'll take the right arm in front, the left arm behind, and you're gonna rotate at the ribs and look towards your left. Breathe. We won't hold this very long. And then lift that arm back up to warrior one. And then we're gonna straighten out that front leg. And I'm moving the back leg a little forward. You can't see it, but that's what's happening. We're going into something called the pyramid pose. The pyramid pose, you keep your front leg straight or slightly bent, and then you could take your arms back behind you or out in front. So if the shoulders are open, so it would look like that. If they're not, you just place your hands out in front at the ankle of the left foot. So let's start. I'm doing this without the arms back behind. Walking the hands forward. You're gonna drop your ribs down towards your left thigh and let the neck be nice and long as you bring the forehead to the knee or shin bone. So try that. Keep breathing. Tucking your chin. I'm just watching. Okay. And then deep breath. Rotate your ribs slightly to the left. And then if you're a more advanced practitioner, we can do just another version of warrior three. From here, we're gonna lift the back leg up, and you can even grab it with your left hand and lift the foot up. But that's up to you. Okay, lots of variations here. They're all good. Then you're gonna drop the leg if you had it lifted, and you're gonna come out of this pose, hands to heart, and bring your right foot to meet the left. Let's just stay in silence for a moment. Just feeling the breath, noticing the blood flowing through the body. And let's switch sides. So at the back of the mat, again, this time the right foot goes forward. We're starting with the warrior one pose. The left foot could go out to the side or directly back. Move your hips so the hip bones are forward. Bending the front knee, dropping the heel of the back left foot, and lift the arms above the head. Look down at your right foot and notice if you can see the toes or not. If you can't, just draw the knee back a little bit more. Big breath in, big breath out. And then let's do that twist again, bringing that right arm back behind the left arm in front. And start turning your ribs off to the right. Nice, then come back. And we're gonna move right into that pyramid pose, straightening out the front leg. I'll move this back foot back towards center. Lifting the chest as you hinge at the hips. Bring both hands down to the floor, to the shin, or wherever it is that you want to be. Rotating the ribs so the center of the chest is right on the right thigh. Dropping your head down. If you did the funny thing where you lifted the left leg up, right leg up on the other side, and lifted the foot up, you can do that, or not. Drop it back down. And then take the hands that are down and lift them up back to warrior two. Bring the arms down by the side and come back to standing. So here we go. So this time I'll be facing the other way as we just do a series of poses that will use the same foot movement, just different arms. So we're gonna stand off to the side of your mat, and we're gonna go wide with the left leg. Both feet are pointing forward for now. And then the left foot is going to turn perpendicular to the right. And just feel all four corners of the feet. So now we're moving into warrior two. Okay, so you're gonna bend the left knee. And notice that there's a right angle here. It's not this, it's not this, it's just a nice right angle. You take your hands at your shoulders and extend them straight out. And then usually the look is here. Okay, so you're looking forward with determination and courage, the courage of a spiritual warrior, of a kind-hearted warrior for peace and love and joy and compassion and all those good things. And if you'd like to receive, turn the palms up and breathe. I am strong, I am powerful. I am strong, I am powerful. And then release the arms, keep the legs where they are. And we're going to move into extended side angle. So this, from the head to the foot, they're forming a nice 45-degree angle. So as you move and lean into it, the body moves, not just the upper body, but the whole body, okay? So taking your left elbow, bring it to the left knee, roll open that right shoulder. Then take the right arm, bring it over the right ear so the arm is the same angle as the leg and the torso, and breathe. Affirmation here is I'm a fountain of boundless energy and power. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. Individually, we can all make a difference. Good. And then you're going to come up and rest for a moment. And we'll end this side series with triangle pose. So this time, instead of bending the left knee, it will be straight. And you're going to take your left hand and place it on the left hip crease and press into the left hip as you lean in. There's a slight bend in that knee. You're going to take the left arm and bring it down toward the shin, or you can use a block behind your leg, or whatever you want, just your hand. And then you're going to slide down a little bit. Keep open in the chest and heart and lift the right arm above the head. If your neck can do it, you're going to roll the chin and look up at the right hand. And you're going to affirm, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. And you're going to come up. So we're going to take a break in between both sides, have a little fun now. And there's this pose. It's called the goddess pose. And I used to change it to the God pose if there were guys in the class, but I think we could all relate to the goddess these days, right? That beautiful, flowing, unconditional love of the mother, you know? So anyway, this is the goddess pose. The heels are in, toes are out. We're gonna lift the arms up here and we're gonna sink down. Now, those of you that might be familiar with the goddess Kali, she sticks her tongue out and she has this fierce look on her face. And she's all about change and transformation, right? But it's also called the lion pose. It's not the same, but I'm making it the same today, so forgive me. Anyway, we're coming down. And when you do the goddess pose and combine it with the lion pose, you stick out your tongue, you open your eyes really big, and you go, ah! Okay? So, nobody's in a class today. People usually get embarrassed. You're in the beauty of your own home. So give it all you got, okay? So you're gonna come on down. You're gonna lift your arms up. You're gonna open your eyes wide and you're gonna go, ah! And you know what that's about? Clearing the lungs, clearing the throat, speaking your truth. So come on up after that. Take a deep breath. Rotate your feet the opposite way for warrior 2, side angle and triangle. Warrior 2. Hip bones forward, bending the right knee. Extend the arms straight out from the shoulders, drop the shoulders, look forward, breathe in. Breathe out. You'll notice there's a bit of an exaggeration of breath. That's the Ujjayi breath. It's a very powerful breathing exercise that helps in harder yoga poses. Good. And then turn the palms up to receive. I'm strong. I am powerful. Moving into that side angle pose, making sure the whole body comes into that angle. If you remember your math, it's about a 45-degree angle. Then lift that left arm over the ear, maintaining that angle. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. I am a fountain of boundless energy and power. Find the breath. Good. And then we're going to straighten out that front leg. And we're going to bring the right hand to the right hip crease and lean down with a straight front leg, not locked, not lock the knee. Slight bend, open up the chest. Right hand comes down or behind you. Left arm reaches to the sky. Look up. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. So we're going to stay wide. I'm going to turn this down a little bit so you can see the feet. And we are going to go into a wide-legged forward bend, okay? So the feet, the toes are slightly pigeon-toed. The arms are extended. Going to hinge at the hips. Lift the chest, come on down. Bring the hands to the floor or a block or a book or your legs. And let the neck be nice and long. Okay, so just let yourself rest. You could bring your hands just like that and just let yourself rest, either into a prop or into the hands. If you've ever been to a restorative class, this is a restorative forward bend. Big breath. And then let's draw your heels together. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart and we're going to go into a squat. So if you can't go all the way down, just come part way. If you can, we're going to go all the way down and we're transitioning to the floor. Okay, so we're on the floor. We're on our mats. We're just going to sit for a moment. And the more vigorous part of the practice is done. We'll be practicing now just stretching and opening. And let's start this way. With your feet are together in cobbler pose. If cobbler is difficult, I'm actually having a little challenge with a right hip. So I'm just gonna cross my legs one in front of another like that. Sitting upright, or cobbler would be here. And you're gonna lengthen and strengthen the spine and take a walk forward one palm at a time and just let go. You can cross your elbows and let your head rest into your hands, or you can drop your head all the way down onto the mat, onto your arms, and take a few deep breaths there. Then surrender. Then you're gonna walk back. And we're going to lie down on our backs and hug both knees into your chest like that. Really close, wrapping your arms around your knees. Then take the right leg only and the left leg extends straight out. Good. We're going to take a little twist here. So the left arm goes across the right knee and the right arm goes out to the side. And very gently, you're going to just rotate the legs and the lower body only, keeping the upper body on the floor. Your knee probably won't touch the floor, and your head will look towards your extended arm. Deep breath. Supine twist. Coming back, knee to chest. Extend that right leg, draw the left knee in towards chest. Left arm out to the side. Right knee crosses over the body. Right hand reaches, left knee crosses. And turn your head to the left. Very good. And from here, let's do a little bit of a hip opener. It's called thread the needle. You could do this seated, or you could do it lying down. So I'll show you seated first. So you're going to cross the right leg, the ankle, over the left. And seated, you're just going to lift that foot up. And you can also, if you have good balance, you could sit upright. You can also do this against the floor, against a wall. And then release, and then I'll demonstrate it lying down. So you get a choice of what works best for your body and your balance. So the left leg over the right thigh, and the knee faces away from you, yeah? Then we take the left hand through, and the right hand underneath that leg. Lift up, and release. Lying down, it's the same idea. Here, probably a little bit easier for balance. And if you're open and flexible, you can reach around the left shin. And just breathe. Sometimes we get really tight in our hips. It's really important to stretch there as well. And switching sides. So the left ankle over the right thigh. Left hand through the needle, thread the needle, and hands behind or on the shin. Keep pressing that bent knee forward. Both knees are bent, but the left bent knee forward. Good. And then from here, let's do a little hamstring stretching. Let's take the left leg and bring it up toward the sky. And the right knee's bent, but if you're really open, you can have it straight. Sometimes you could use a strap, but it works just as well with your hands. So place the hands behind the leg wherever that works. And just notice, where's your edge? Where is it that you really feel this? Then grab a hold of the ankle and bring the leg out to the side. And breathe. And bring it back and release. Let's go the other side. So up, leg is straight up. And then up to the side. And then from here, straighten out your legs. I'm just going to do a couple more things and then we'll have a nice guided relaxation. Sit upright. And we're going to sit straight up, lift your arms above the head. And with a straight spine, you're going to come into a forward fold. If your back is unable to keep it straight, just keep your hands on your shins and walk one hand at a time into this pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Here's an affirmation for this pose. I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me. They bring me peace. I am safe, I am sound, all good things come to me. They bring me peace. So just feel the body on the floor. The back body merging with wherever you are. We're going to shift into our final piece of this yoga practice, which is called Shavasana, guided relaxation. So get comfy, get warm, find something to rest your head on, bend your knees if your back is bothering you. If you have an eye pillow or a jacket, you could place a jacket over your eyes. And just allow yourself to sink into that special quiet place within. When we're done today, feel free to continue with your own meditation or whatever it is that you do as a centering practice. So get yourself settled. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. If you're all ready, take a few long, slow, deep breaths. Soften and relax. Back of head, back of throat, shoulders, rib cage, belly, abdomen, the hips, letting go. Relaxing upper thighs, back of thighs, calves, and toes. Go back to your breath. Assign the breath a beautiful color that you relate to, making it easy to follow. Notice that color moving all the way down to your belly and then back up to the nose. Watch your colored breath. Imagine the color slowly leaving your breath and returning your breathing to normal. Imagine that as you were breathing, that a soft white cloud has drifted beneath your feet. Feel comfortable and relaxed as you nestle your body into that cloud. Notice that this special cloud has the power to bring you to your favorite place, a place of refuge, a place that you love, anywhere in your world. It could be the comfort of your own home, your town, a forest with ancient trees, mountains, or a beach. It could also be an imaginary place. Whatever first thought comes to your mind, tell yourself where you are and use your senses. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell in this place? Feel the cloud lift you off the ground and move up gently into the air, higher and higher as you rise up into the sky. You start to see this place from a distance, and you feel your heart open as you remember being there. What do you take with you from this place? Not necessarily something that you can hold on to, but a feeling, an emotion, a lightness. Bring that feeling into the center of your heart. You feel light and joyful as you ride on the soft, comfortable cloud. As you pass other clouds, what are the shapes of them? Looking down, what do you see? What do you see on this beautiful earth? You move closer and closer to the place from where you came. You are almost there. At last you arrive. The cloud floats gently down into the middle of your next favorite place, home. Spend some time there. Look around. Feel the welcoming. feeling of this special place. It is almost time to return you back to present moment awareness. Finish your visit. And then wander back to your cloud for your next adventure, waiting for you just where you left it. You feel content and happy after spending time in the place of your heart. Feel it. Hold it in your heart so you can come back to it whenever you want. The cloud is still there waiting for you, beckoning you to return to your place of comfort on it. And you are relaxing as it slowly rises and floats back through the sky, returning you to this very present moment. What are you bringing back with you? How can you shift something that you're doing with what you've learned today on your trip? Now slowly deepen your breath as you prepare to awaken the body. Start to move and feel your fingers and your toes beneath you. Stretching your arms over the head. Moving on to your right or left side, wherever you are called to move. Take a couple of deep breaths before you move back into a comfortable seat. And in that comfortable seat, just sit upright and take a couple of soothing, closing breaths. In deepest gratitude, I thank all of you who were able to be with us today. May you be blessed with peace, harmony, and joy and all good things. I bow to the great ones who live inside of all of us. Namaste.
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 Thank you, beautiful soul, very much for your beautiful expertise in that. That was so lovely. So we're going to be doing more of this. Again, like I said, I don't know if I said that here on Facebook, but we're going to be doing another form of this kind of stuff on another platform. It's called the Mighty Network. I'll be putting information on that, so be looking for that. And I so appreciate you all being here, and thank you so much for your time, Susan. So everybody stay positive. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just waiting for you. It's all good.
I was pushing it, sorry.
Hurry, keep going.
Everybody take on your day, and please stay positive, stay healthy, and be wise, and really have a lot of self-love and love for all of your people around you. Thank you.